Dear viewers, Assalamu alaikum. Today in this session, we will be discussing about how to prepare for online classes. This tutorial will be helpful to the faculty members of Cohort University of Science and Technology so that they can easily record lectures using different tools, different softwares, or the available facilities in Microsoft Office. So the purpose of making this tutorial is due to the prevailing pandemic situation of COVID-19, and as per the direction of HEC that the faculty members needs to record their online lecture. So I tried to make a tutorial that will be helpful, hopefully, for the faculty members, whether they are from social sciences or numerical sciences or biological sciences, to learn about different options they can use to record lectures that will facilitate faculty members as well as the students as well. So the discussion agenda in this tutorial will start from the different options for online recording of lectures, and since we know that for every type of classroom there is different requirement. For example, if you are teaching to a numerical sciences student, so you need to have a tool or an option where a faculty member can write to solve some derivations, or in case of biological sciences you need to have some tools, some options to draw diagrams or to explain that diagram. So there are different online recording options that will be discussed, and you will also know that Cohort University of Science and Technology has recently opened a YouTube channel where all the recorded lectures will be published after going through a quality check. So you can just note that Cohort University YouTube channel logo is embedded in each slide. So don't forget to subscribe by clicking on the bell icon, and you can visit that YouTube channel by just typing CUST lectures, or if you can go to the YouTube website and just write CUST or CUST lectures, so you can reach to our channel and you can view different recorded lectures tutorials. So don't forget to subscribe that channel. Since the recorded lectures will be published on YouTube, so that will be easily available to the students as well as to the international community. So a standardization of the slides have been suggested in this tutorial as well, so that a uniform themes be reflected about what content is to be written on the PowerPoint presentation. So it's just a suggestion. So it is suggested that the slides should be according to that format, and we will also discuss some recording option using Microsoft Office that are built-in facilities available. So the tutorial will also discuss the step-by-step process that will be very helpful, and we'll be discussing about how to compress videos. So why this compression is needed, why to compress this video, what are the different tools available. So that will be discussed, and then we'll be discussing about storing that recorded lectures, assignment, the contents, the reference book at some remote storage in order to have a replica, and in order to have an easy way to retrieve it using internet at some remote location. So there's also a step-by-step guide how to do that. And lastly, we'll be discussing some naming convention for recorded lectures, as well as naming the files of assignment quizzes, the question bank. So that will also be helpful if you are making an archive of a course or a course catalog. So that will be helpful later on. So starting with the first agenda, that's about the online lecture recording options. So we have currently explored 4 options or 4 categories that for online lecture recording you may be using a smartphone, and that smartphone may be Android based or a Window based or an iPhone, or you may have a desktop or a laptop system. That is a second category. And the third category is basically that among that desktop and laptop system, you need some gadgets, some smartphone or a tablet or a writing pad in order to write something. And lastly is the category of traditional teaching, that you need to record your talk, or you need to record your lecture or that whiteboard on which you are teaching, and you need some hardware for that or some setup for that. So how to do that? So we will be discussing that as well. So these are the 4 options: the smartphone, the desktop laptop systems, the desktop laptop systems connected with a smartphone or a tablet or a writing pad, and then the different options available for traditional teaching, that is a whiteboard, a mic, a tripod stand, a camera, and some softwares. So we will be exploring all these 4 options. So the first thing is that which way or which option you are utilizing. So decide for one option. So for option number 3, that desktop laptop attached with smartphone, tablet and writing, and for traditional teaching, so that will be requiring some smartphone, tablets or digital writing pad that you need to attach with your current system. And for option number 4, you have to purchase some hardware, some tripod stands, so that you can record you place your smartphone or that camera, and then you need some mic to record and some software, so that your image, your talking, your physical appearance shall appear on the slides, or it can be recorded. So let's talk about the 4 options. And the first option is basically that you have planned to record your lecture using a smartphone. That smartphone be placed in front of you, or you want to record your lecture using a desktop or laptop system that have embedded camera, or you have a laptop connected with a web camera and a mic system, and you want to record that thing, and you want to record whatever activities that are executing on your laptop or on your phone, whether you are playing your PowerPoint presentation, or you are throwing your live video, or you are opening any software to show the coding, or to compile a thing. So you need that all the screen, that whatever is happening on the screen, that is to be recorded. So for that you need 2 softwares. The first thing is basically a screen recorder, and the second thing is your PowerPoint presentation software, that is MS Office with PowerPoint. So the suggested tool is basically Office 365, and the suggested screen recording software is ADV Screen Recorder, that is easily available for download. So you need to run the slideshow of your PowerPoint presentation, and the screen recorder software, the ADV screen recording software, have already been installed. So you just have to start the recording. So whatever you are talking, you were showing on the slides, you were changing the screen, you are opening any software, you are opening any programming platform, you're opening any diagrams, so the whole screen is recorded, and at the end when you stop that recording, so a file will be generated, so you can just share that file, which will be your recorded lecture. So ADV screen recorder is an option that's an Android and iOS based. So you can run that software on your iPhone or your Android phone. And the suggested Microsoft Office tool is MS Office 365. It has a lot of facilities, so it's better freely available. So both the softwares are available. So the screen shows that ADV screen recorder can be easily available. So you can just type that ADV screen recorder keyword on Google. So it can be easily available on any Play Store. So you can just install it on iPhone or Android phone as well, and it will definitely record whatever you are talking, whatever you are doing on a screen. So it's easily available for download. So this screen shows another screen recording software, that is VSDC, which is another very good option. So it's available on that website and it's easily and freely available. So you can just download that thing and you can use this option for screen recording. So once after you have installed VSDC screen recorder icon on your system, so when you open or click that VSD screen recorder icon, so that dialog box will appear. So apart from playing your presentation, you have just to click that start recording button and your screen recording will start automatically. Now once you click that screen recording option, so another dialog box will appear shown on your screen that will show you that the whatever is happening on the screen that is recorded. So you can just during any time you can just stop or pause, or you can just start drawing on that screen in order to explain that thing. So this VSDC software provide you some tools like pencil, line, rectangle, and you can just use that during the live activities, so you can draw it on the screen. So I will show you in the next slide that I am playing a presentation and I'm going to draw some lines live, and that is also recorded. So you can just see this option that start drawing. You have just to click that thing and you will just be using these different options. Okay, so just look at that MS Office, that's also easily available. It's MS Office 365 is suggested software. So it's a very user friendly and it is easily available for download, and it have also a built-in pen highlighter feature to explain anything on a slide. So this is just an example of that VSDC screen recorder that the slide was playing using PowerPoint, and that screen recorder was recording a thing, and that screen recorder have already a built-in facilities of pen, rectangle, so that was used to explain some line. So that's a feature that helps to better deliver that lecture, your content. So we have discussed the option 3, and again we have talked about that whether you are using option 1, 2, 3 or 4, you have to decide about any one option. So let's talk about some options like that category number 4, in which the laptop and the desktop will be connected with a smartphone or a tablet or a writing pad. So let's talk about this option. We have already discussed that recording through smartphone. We've discussed about recording through your laptop. So now we'll be discussing about that your system, desktop and laptop that will be connected with a smartphone or tablet, or how to do that. So that is needed for those sessions in which you require writing something, you want to solve any problem, you want to derive some derivations, you want to draw some figures, or you want to explain any figure. So this option 3 is used for that purposes. And this option 4, which is basically the traditional teaching method, in which you need some camera and mic and that whiteboard or a piece of paper, so that you can record your lecture. So this is option number 4. Okay, so option 4 have further 3 scenarios. right? When you're doing traditional teaching, and I think that will be acceptable or usable to most of the faculty members. So it comes with three scenarios. So for that, first of all, you will be needing some mobile camera or a web camera, a tripod stand for your mobile or camera to be placed, a whiteboard or a piece of paper on a table on which that camera is directed, so that whatever you write is captured, and a microphone. So the scenario number one is basically recording your live lecture using microphone in front of a camera placed on a tripod stand, and switching between your talk and PowerPoint presentation running on PC, that is running screen recording software. So this is the first option. So in that category number 4, this is the scenario number 1 in that category number 4. So the category number 4, scenario 2, is that you are live teaching on a whiteboard and you have placed your camera somewhere on a stand, and you have a mic facility, and you are teaching on a whiteboard, and that your physical presence in front of that whiteboard is recorded, and that's the second scenario. So recording your live teaching in a classroom using whiteboard in front of a camera placed on a tripod stand. And option number 3 is playing your presentation and recording your voice using microphone, as is currently you are just listening my voice, and a web camera positioned for a white paper, and you have already installed a web camera, and you have directed your web camera to capture the piece of paper which is lying on a table. So whatever you are writing on that table is recorded, and it is shown on a slide. So that can be used, that can be an easy and feasible solution. So this is scenario number 3. So for traditional teaching, that's category number 4, what are the different hardwares available, and in case of the current lockdown situation and the prevailing pandemic scenario, so you can order online different hardware. So the first hardware is basically microphone. So there are different online order links available, and the different microphone options and the prices are already shown. So I will suggest you to use that Boya B1 microphone. It's a good quality, and I have already used it, so I recommend this option number 2, which is Boya B by M1 microphone for voice recording. So there's different options available, and the product is already in stock, so you can just order online from that website. So the second option is basically the web camera. So that web camera basically will record your live video or whatever, if you have directed that to a piece of paper or to any equipment, so it will record that video. So the different available the web cameras options are shown in this slide, and I will recommend that option 2 as well. That is a Logitech HD webcam. It's having a good quality. I'm using it, so I will suggest you that go for option number 2. So the links, you can online order it using these links by clicking on these links. Even if you have a PDF file of the tutorial, you can just click on that link and you can just visit that website and order that thing online. Thank you. Okay, the third thing is that you need a tripod stand where you will place your mobile or a camera. So the different options available are shown in this slide, and they are also available online. So I will suggest you again option number 2, because it have a built-in light or a flashlight facility, so that will be helpful for better recording, having good results. So you can order that as well. So the 4 options discussed, and you have to decide an option. So we have talked about online lecture recording options. So now we'll be discussing about how to prepare for. So it's just a template that is available. You can just download that template. So I have suggested a slide, and faculty members have a freedom to design their own slide as per their content and theme. However, the committee have suggested that the first slide of any lecture should be as per the template shown in the next slide, because whenever anyone search for these slides or these tutorials, so this the cover photo will be the first slide. So it is suggested that it should be as per the template, so that it may have a uniformity for all the faculty. So this is a suggested first slide. It's one of it's a slide taken from one of my lecture. So you can have that. You can just download that template, and you can just see that the monogram, Kohat University monogram, is placed at a certain location. The course title, you are just seeing that thing. The course code, that which lecture number is, the topic, and the details about the faculty members, and that the footer is explaining of that slide is explaining the details about the course and the instructor and its email. So here is the detail about that slide. So you can just design your own by following these specification details. So that's shown to you for your convenience. Okay. So you can download that as well. So you can download that sample template by visiting any slide. So the template is uploaded both in PPT and PDF file. So the PDF file is uploaded so that the formatting shall not be disturbed if you want to view it. However, the PPT slide can be downloaded if you want to use that thing. So that's all about the online lecture recording options and the slide preparations. Now we'll be following a tutorial for a lecture recording using the current tool, which is Microsoft PowerPoint. So let's have a quick view of that tutorial. So lecture recording tutorial. Okay. This is reference to the slide number 17, option 4, and scenario number 3. Like that was about that in category number 4, which is a traditional teaching. And if you want to have a scenario where the speaker or the faculty member is talking, explaining its slides, and he is just having a web camera which is directed toward himself or on a piece of paper, so that he either want to record himself explaining things or toward a paper to write something. So we have considered that options. So here is that scenario 3 used. So the first thing, so the first step is connect the microphone to your laptop and desktop system, and check the voice quality of that microphone by any built-in Windows tool, that whether it is working or not by recording something. So open your PowerPoint slides, which is step number 2, which you want to record. And the third thing is that click the slideshow from the menu bar and then click record slideshow. So this is an option which is built-in available in Microsoft PowerPoint. So you can use this option to record your video, or you can record your voice along with the presentation. So a very easy and feasible way of recording your lecture. So the step number 4 is that after clicking record slideshow, you will be shown with a sub menu. So go for start recording from the beginning. So if you want to have independent recording of each slide, so you can just open that slide, open the slideshow, and you can click the second option as well, that start recording from the current slide, so that each slide will have independent recording. However, if you want to record it from the beginning, so you just have to click the start recording from beginning, and that's it. So step number 5 is that click start recording, and you will be shown a dialog box. You just viewing that thing, that we are going to start recording, and just click on recording. So the step number 6 is that the recording will start and you have to speak with every slide as per your content, and can use the pen highlighter facilities that is built in the PowerPoint. So you can just write something on your slide. So there's a built-in pens facilities in your PowerPoint as well. So you just record your presentation, your lecture, using the facilities. You're just having that at the bottom. You just check this, that there are pen and highlighter facilities, so you can use that thing. And since the PowerPoint is recording all these things, so that will also be recorded. And the step 7 is that when you reach your last slide, recording will complete automatically, and you can just visit each slide, and you can just notice that at the bottom right of each slide there is a symbol of a speaker that shows that you can play it to listen to whatever you have recorded for that slide. So this is step number 7, to just verify that whether for each slide the recording has been done or not, and you can just check that recording. Okay, now this is one of the step number 8 is one of the crucial steps. So every slide has its content that is recorded, and now you have to save it. But you will go for file menu, and then you will not select save, you will select save as. You can just look at that circle. You will go for option save as, and then you will browse to that folder where you want to record your where you want to save your recorded video. So go for that C or D or any folder, and then the next important thing is that when you open that folder, you will be shown here, you will write your name, and in save as type you will have to, so the naming you used, file naming, should be following some convention. Like you just have that I have designed a code and a convention that your naming should start with a course code underscore, then followed by the year in which, the last 2 digits of the year in which that video has been compiled, then an underscore and word lecture, then underscore, and that lecture number, it's lecture number 2 or 3 or 4, and then underscore, and then topic. That will be helpful once you are uploading that thing on a YouTube channel or on any video streaming server. So these naming convention can be used and will be very helpful in searching as well. So there I have named that file, that cs101 underscore 20 underscore lecture underscore 3 underscore introduction to input devices, and this shows that the cs101 course recorded in year 2020, and this is lecture number 3, and this is about topic introduction to input devices. So the step number 9 is that you have to save as, and you just not have to click on save, you have go for the option save as, and from here you will have to select save as type Windows Media video or MPG4 video. So this is very important, otherwise that slide will be saved as a PPT file. So you have to select any available options, whether Windows Media video or it's MPEG4 video. So the step 10 is that a video file at the location where file path was specified will save. And that's it, your video file is now ready. You can open it in any media player and you to watch your presentation and listen to your voice that is also recorded. However, if you want to record with the presentation, you presenting your live video, you want that in the presentation your live camera, your live presence recorded by a camera should also appear. So there are some supporting software that are paid software that are available, so you can use that thing, like the Camtasia software is a very good software. Similarly, we have iSwing Suite, and a video point software, they are paid software, so you have to pay for that, and you can record your live video as well. I have used a video point plugin, and the important thing is that that software needs not to be opened separately. You just have to install it, and you will notice an option within the PowerPoint, and it's very simple to throw your video on the slides which you are going to explain. So if you are recording your personal presence, or you want to divert or direct your webcam to a piece of paper where you're going to write, so you can use this software for the purpose. So I am just showing you what I have did using this software. I have installed that video point software that was available, and when I installed that software, so when we opened PowerPoint, so I saw that video point plugin or add-in that is available along with other options of animations and slideshow, and that's it. So I opened my slide, as you can see the current slide, and I click that video point option, and once I clicked that video options video point menu, there is an insert option that is available. So I just click that. I click that thing. I received a square box on a slide, so I can just minimize, maximize, or place it by drag and drop at any position on a slide. So that's it. That's what you have to do that. So once I drag that thing, so it already detected my webcam and the format on which it will record, the frame rate and the device and the line and the format. So I have to do nothing, just I have to click that insert option that is inserted on my slide, so I can just position my video at any location on that slide. So when you click slideshow as you are recording slideshow, or you can just start recording as I have explained in the previous tutorial of recording a slide. So you will just see that the video is shown. So that will also be recorded along with whatever content you are explaining, and your video is also appearing. So you can just direct your your web camera to that piece of paper or a whiteboard on which you can write something, and that will be shown on this slide, and you can explain your different derivations, your diagrams, using this facility as well. So that's it, and follow the same steps for recording the presentation which I have explained in the previous online lecture recording options when we were discussing the category 4 and scenario number 3 recording. So we have talked about online lecture recording, and then how to prepare a slide, and then how to record a lecture. So the compressing video, why we need it. So whether you are using any gadgets, or you are using a PowerPoint recording facility or a built-in facility, so the file once recorded are in MBs. It may be up to 400 or 500 MBs. So, or it may increase up to 800 MBs or 1 GB file. That depends upon the recording way, or the recording or the graphics as well, or upon the software that are used for recording the video or the lecture. So that will be that will be a main problem when you are going to upload that video on YouTube or on any video streaming server. And similarly, there will be the same problem that when this video will be downloaded or will be watched online. So in order to solve this problem, we suggest you that another step should be performed, that after recording the video file, you need to pass it through a software that will compress it. So we have an example that we have a video file of 300 something MB, and we compress it to 50 MB, so that is more feasible. So we will suggest you a software. So let's talk about one of the software, a suggested software, a Handbrake, that is freely available tool that is available, and you can just look at the screenshot. You can just download this thing, install it, and it will compress a heavy file to a low size, and that will be helpful in best utilizing the bandwidth, and it will be helpful in downloading the slide as well. So I will show you that one of our colleague, Dr. Shahid, have used this software, and he have compressed the 336 MB video to 51 MB. You can just note that thing, that it's very simple. There are different options in that software. You just browse that file and then start, and then you can save that the converted file, and this is a very good compression option, and it's freely available. So why we need to upload data? As I have already talked about that we need sometimes to upload the data to a place so that it can be easily available using internet to any place, and it should be a replica copy. So since we are using that naming convention, whether we are preparing slides, the recording lectures, or preparing assignments, quizzes, or some content materials, some reading materials, so I suggest that whatever you record for any lecture, so that should be uploaded to a remote location, so that in future, if you want to share the content to a video server, to a YouTube, or to your KCMS, so that will be very easy. You just have to share the link. And similarly, if you want to share it with your students on a Facebook or a WhatsApp, so you just have to share the link of that remote storage, so they can download that particular content. So it's already an option that you are using. So just this is the Google Drive. So you just have to, first of all, it is suggested that instead of using your private email like abc@gmail, you should get your login and email from Directorate of ICT. For example, one of my email ID is abc@cus.edu.pk that ICT people have provided me. So first of all I will log into that email. So by going to www.mail.gmail.com, so I will be writing my email ID and will log into that system. So that login and password will be that is provided by the Director ICT CUST. So step number 3, after login to the account, now you have to click to the right top option that you're just noticing that 6 dots. So it's shown as a blue circle, and from here a sub menu will appear, and you will have to click on the drive icon, that purple circle. So once you click in, so that Google Drive page will appear. So here you will notice that there will be an option, that My Drive option, that's shown in as a purple. So you will click that option, and you will be shown with different options. So you go for the new folder, and when you go for the new folder, so you will be shown that you are going to create a folder. So just type your course detail. I have write that wireless sensor network CS475. so whatever I am storing, or I will be storing in this folder, so that all my lectures, my assignments, my quizzes will be stored at a remote location. So I have to click that create button. Okay, so the course folder link is created as shown. As you can see that in that drive page, you can just notice that the wireless sensor network, which was the course folder that is created, is shown. So you just have to click this link to move into that virtual drive folder. So when you move into that virtual drive folder, here you can see this option. So you can just look at that. This is a wireless sensor network CS475 link available. That's basically that course folder that we have created, and we are now inside that virtual folder. And what you have to that, whatever your content is saved on your C, D, E, F, you have just to minimize that thing, or you just to have to drag those files and you have to drop it at that page, and that's it. All that files you have stored at your PC will be uploaded at that folder, at this folder. So that uploading will automatically starts. Now from mouse cursor, drag your recorded lecture, videos, PowerPoint slides at that icon shown. The content will be uploaded at that remote location. So that's it. So you have already stored that thing. So upon uploading the document, now you have to right click on that document, whether it's a PowerPoint presentation, or it's a mouse, or it's an assignment, or it's a quiz, or it's a book. And when you right click, you will see different options. So if you want to rename it, make copy, or download it, you can do that. Or if you want to get a get shareable link, so you can just click for that option, click this option, and you will be given a shareable link. You can mail it, you can send it to someone, and if you want to share it as an email to other groups, so you can also do that. You can just go for that. If you are opening this Google Drive from your mobile on which WhatsApp is installed, or if you are using WhatsApp from your laptop, so when you will be going for this share option, so WhatsApp icon will also be shown apart from Gmail and other mail. So you can just click it, and you can just browse to that person or that groups to which you want to share, and that link will be shared. So that's it, and we have done with that uploading data at the remote storage. Now about that last thing, that is about naming convention for recording lectures, that's important. So I have already discussed this thing, that how to write a course name, a lecture number naming, whether it's a PPT file or it's a video file. So you can use the same thing for recorded lectures. Like you can use the same thing for your contents or PowerPoint slides. You can use the same theme or format for your assignment, like you have more than one assignment for any lecture, and your for quizzes, and similarly for your case studies. And again, another thing that's very important, that you start practicing it, that in future every topic must have some questions, whether it's an MCQ or explanatory questions. So I suggest you that you should start preparing this thing along with your lecture, so that in future, if the administration or the head of the department requesting you, so it needs to be prepared along with the preparing of that topic. So these questions will be used for online evaluation in future as well. But since we are already recording the lecture, so it will be a good activity that we should start preparing the question bank for each lecture. So that can also be. So that's it. We have come to an end, and thank you very much for patiently listening my video, and don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel, not my Cohort University YouTube channel. Just subscribe this channel by clicking that bell icon, and wish you best of luck. Allah Hafiz. Take care.